Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Triton Cup. Here we are in the semifinals of winners, and we are going to have Gimmick Propaganda versus a team we've already seen before, 4,500 credits.
Yeah, for sure. And for the credits being a very strong team as well, being a very strong team we saw earlier on stream, we'll be taking on Gimmick Propaganda. Gimmick Propaganda is filled with two members of Jackpot being Jared and Q, and then paired up with Max and Shadowwind. So a very top level team based, essentially a high level / top level teams just going at it pretty much.
I see. So this is definitely going to be a very intense set we have going up. It is also a best of 5 with counter picks, and we're starting things off on Manta Maria, the returning stage of this season.
Indeed. So we're going to see a little bit of an interesting comps come out here. Hopefully, maybe we're going to see double crab come out here. We're going to see the ball pretty much the same car coming out for the setup for the first crab we've seen before, and actually a V-Slosh and a 10 and the Squelchers with the Charger. What a combo we're seeing from Gimmick Propaganda. But this is like their best weapons, though. These players are known for playing these weapons. These are their best weapons. So we're going to see how it fares out there as the Stanford just immediately go down at the beginning of the game.
Ooh. Already at the start there, it looks like Gimmick Propaganda is already showing off their gimmick. That they just are ready to deal with the meta. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and that's picked there by Max on that slot. You're able to pretty much trade back to Stamper as well. You always want to have that Stamper off the map. So we can see Q right there looking at Sword right there, almost looking to get that pick, but Sword does not bite the dust at all. Here comes Trump coming in right there. It's going to force a bad situation here as two members do go down for the side, but that vacuum is going to come out from that tank, able to hold it for a little bit longer as one pick to trade it back. They're going to try to force the cap on the zone, but the Stamper does go down as well, able to hold a little bit more control as well. This tank still on that zone is going to hold control and probably pick up that jump there with the help of the teammates is there as well. So now we see control still in a favor of Game for the game. They're going forward right here on the left side. And who's what's going on right here? Right here, and then for the another 3v3. That machine is also going to get picked up very soon as well. Actually, no, he's not, and they're going to be able to make the delayed wipe. And so now we're going to see a penalty point applied here as well.
Yes, that was a very last minute. It was a very last minute wipe, but this is now time for 400 and 500 credits to do what they do best, and that's establish a lockout. I think a lockout for them is going to be a lot easier than for them because they have meta weapons that are able to go up against weapons that I'd say are a bit weaker in the offensive category, though they can be. I mean, really, Sculptors, although we haven't seen them around, are actually pretty good. Except I think they are going to do well with us. Can you agree with that?
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Max here on this bucket has also been doing a lot of work to play Game Propaganda. Here comes Triton as well. He's going to be able to probably start on them a little longer with teams back in, but here comes the bully up on him as well. But two members still going to definitely set up 4,500 credits. They're going to force recap here as well, pushing the zone. Luka unfortunately does go down, but they're still able to going to get the cap onto that zone, I believe. Yes, they do. Apart from Dapple Productions, we're still in their lead. Max here going to take advantage where that machine ends up losing it, but here comes the dude jumping in, able to get that trade back, but three still end up going down for instead of Game Propaganda. That tank only one that's alive left in the street is going to get rushed because of the nature of that weapon, but ultimately it's going to be able to find a trade there. Jared jumping back in is going to find a pick there on to the Stamper as well. Wayburger almost at the ready, going to try to push into the zone. Jared using his movement to his advantage as well. Going to try to push it there. Storm on that Grace with that ball point right where you want to be at, and they're going to start counting down these points.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's a ballpoint. You want to be on the switch, but already that pick on that inkjet was very primo. And it looks like Jared's going to be trying to go for a trade on one of the zones. One zone is maintained right now, and plenty of members are available to retake it for Gimmick Propaganda. That they're able to do. Unfortunately, they did lose the lead earlier, but that's all right. But, that's what?
That is absolutely a little bit of lag there, but basically Q just tap shotted the ballpoint in close range. You want to talk about different? That's different, you ask me, right there. Trotter's almost at the ready as well. It's going to try to find a pick. Oh my goodness. Able to snap him out of the air. U-Snipe didn't know what was coming right there. Storm going to try to take his fight here onto that bunker. Lead swap is going to be made here. They're going to try this onto the zone. Pair with that jet. It's going to try to get Q out of there. Very good situation here at the ready as well. Going to try to push him out here. It's going to try to force him out there. Three visions coming out there. And 10 does go down. But now they try back to a 2v2. Q able to get a pick there. U-Snipe is going to try to take on that 1v1 fight here. But unfortunately, he gets caught out in a 2v2 situation right there. As Q is able to clean that up as well. So now we're going to see the points trickle down. And this could be the game. Gimmick Propaganda able to take game 1.
Yeah, that was a spectacle to watch. I believe this is the first time I've seen 10 since the launch, and whoa, I was definitely not expecting it to work, especially with the composition that they had. Because you know, we're all used to the splash, but this mid-range comp was very capable of dealing with splash, walling out the ballpoint spot lane, and surprisingly dealing with that stamper very well as well. So that's just excellent coordination, because Gimmick Propaganda really made their gimmick work. I'm all for this propaganda.
I want to talk about why it worked, though, and I want to point out a very important factor, right? And so, well, we all know that these players are the best with those weapons. We know Jared is like the best VDS. We know Q was like the top charger here in the West, pretty much. And we know that Shadowwind has always been really good on 10. That's his main weapon, all it has been. But I think the thing that really puts this comp together is Max playing V-Bucket instead of Machine. I feel like this comp doesn't work that well if he plays Machine. I could be wrong. I could be very much wrong. I could definitely still be wrong, but I think him on V-Bucket works really well, much better here with that comp they're running instead of him playing Machine, and it just fits everything together so perfectly. And we're going to see a switch of the Squiffer coming up from Q, and I think it's a very interesting pick, but it does make sense when on this very smaller zone where you can easily get rushed down.
Yes, this definitely seems like a good Squiffer map. However, this is a good map for many weapons. Looks like already a big slugfest for now. It's just a 1v1 between the bucket and splash. But let's be real.
Yeah,
Max is just different. Max is different.
Disgusting, absolutely nasty with that bucket. It's what I'm talking about. Him on that weapon, it's just what he's best at is what he's known for. When he always will be playing as another pick goes out there, as two people are dead on each side of 4,500 credits. Max will put him on the top side. He's gonna try to find a pick as well. Gets another disgusting flick onto a point, and Max popping off here.
Yes, and he's also maintaining a lot of controls here. Slosher has always been great at maintaining control of ledges, and unfortunately, although he's picked off, and this is a good time for I can't get the number right, man. It just doesn't come natural. 4,500 credits to get it. Already, this machine getting the picks necessary to help with that. This is definitely gonna be an interesting one. And ouch, Max right there with that slosher. He's just relentless. He wants it. He wants the win.
Yeah, for sure. And if it makes it easy, you could just say 4,500 credits. That makes it a lot easier. You can just say that as well. We're going to see you said push up here with that stamper. It's very known for his stamper gameplay. It's going to unfortunately miss that flick onto Jared, but it do end up turning it back with help with their teammates as well. Patrol's still in their favorite, but pretty much everyone else is going down. It's forced to back up. And basically, the late wipe coming out on the side of Gimmick Propaganda. Able to force it there on to 4,400 credits. And so we're going to see Max push up here on his right side. He's going to try to pick there. But a ball point is there to cut him off. But they help with that 10. It's going to maintain a lot of defense. That 10 is still pushing him on the right side with help with that tri-strike. It's going to be a nuisance to the side of 4,400 credits.
Yes, and ooh, right there. Great pick on the ball point. And just kind of need to survive a little bit. Points are now trickling down for Gimmick Propaganda. And purple lane strikes popped in. I'm not sure if those are... They're pushing up with that very well. But oh, this slosher is already in the primo position to just be a prime nuisance. Oh, zone flipped in favor of 4,500 credits.
Yeah, for sure. We go see Jared here get picked up by the machine. Nice job there. Free set out 400 credits. 400 credits are playing very well for the most part against this comp. If we're going to try to find another pick there on the Shadowwind, it's going to get boxed up there. That's just a very unfortunate moment. That's the brother 10 moment. Nice pick there by Cam onto Max. Able to just get the direct there and force him out. He's going to try to take a fight here against Jared and going to be able to easily get that as well. Cam popping up here as well. Has Boymore almost at the ready. Could be used for them. The bucket backing immediately. Going to try to take another fight, but Cam will win. win it once again as Three River goes down on the side of Gimmick Propaganda. And here comes the Booyah Bomb as well very soon. And they get 20 points of county, and Jared gets picked off again as well. We're going to see a popular 4400 credit. Here comes the Inkjet onto that 10 shield in the front. But the Booyah Bomb does not come out for inside the cannon before he goes down. And 2 River make a ride. Are we able to push his own at time?
It's in neutral. Are they going to be able to maintain
it? Outpaint it. And here it comes. Here comes the charger, and that is going to end the game.
Oh, that was so intense. Because I'm sure that you were a Gimmick Propaganda believer. Like, I believed it too. However, It looks like 4,500 credits was just able to eke out the win by establishing a better lock. And I'd like to say, Cam on those machine picks on Max. Oh boy, good picks, dude. Shutting off one of the... If you're able to shut off one player, it really does put a thorn on the opposing team's side.
Was able to shut off pretty much both the main threats, being the VDS and the bucket. He's able to just pretty much pick them off back and forth throughout the entire time of lockout as well. So once Cam pretty much popped off at everything set up, the other members of 4,400 credits were able to get things going as well and find Jared off the back end as well. And that's just not what they needed. Even though Cam couldn't get that Booyah Bomb out, the other members of 4,400 credits were able to hold it down and secure the win and bringing it to a 1-1 set.
So, looks like we're going to be seeing kind of pick from Gimmick Propaganda. Do you think they're just going to be picking, what stage do you think they're going to be picking? Like, do you think they're going to pick something that favors, looks like they're going in favor of Q's E-Leader, potentially.
Oh Lord, this is a amazing counter pick coming out for us at Gimmick Propaganda, knowing they had the advantage with the Charger player. We're pretty much one of the best Charger players at hand. So I'm interested to see how 500 credits takes on this challenge as well, as they are pretty much put at a severe disadvantage.
Yep. E-Leader basically able to shoot from all the way across the map from the snipe. Fun! This is why I love E-Leader on this map. And wondered why I kept playing Tri-Stringer on this map.
The only thing that I think of that 400 credits can do is pretty much when they're engaging with all the other frontliners and just leave the Charger alone, but that's going to be very hard to do with the mechanics of the members of Gimmick Propaganda. But we're going to see the starting points come out here and decide which ways they want to go. We see the E-Leader come out here as we just expecting that Triton Cup come out here for 400 credits.
Oh, well, speaking of, they already won the fight against Jared early on, so that's a good sign, if you ask me.
And they pretty much have to play like that throughout the entire game. It's got to get in the faces of the other frontliners and don't be afraid to move in, because it doesn't give Q time to set up. This could be dangerous, and they're doing a very good job at that right now. Another pick there. What a nice pick there as well. But here comes Storm jumping down with that ball point. It's going to get caught up by Q. They're pretty much there. Now the two situations are coming out here. So now we're going to see 400 credits be a little bit more patient as well. Wait for special for our chance opportunity. But Uslike still in that roster trying to take a fight. Ultimately, does go down for it though.
Yeah, and here's Q playing very aggressive as a Charger, dropping down. And I respect it. They're playing the unscoped variant, so which allows them to, get shots like that on ball points. I'll be real, one of my biggest nightmare picks to face is always E-Leader as ball points, and having E-Leader very much invalidates your ability to do things unless you play extremely well against it. Like, you really have to know how to play against that. And here we're seeing U-Snipe use a Zipcaster. Nice! That's perfect. That alleviates plenty of pressure for the ball point, as well as other teammates.
I'm conflicted on how he was able to get that slash from pretty much downtown, but what a nice job there. It's going to set up, oh my god, what a nice pick there by Q as well, but it's still going to set up 400 credits into a nice position as well. Jared's going to take that engagement as well and force a couple distraction, and Q was able to clean it up as she always does onto that Charger, and he's going to be sitting here right at the mid. Ball point Storm is in the bad spot. We all saw that coming from a mile away.
So did the E-Leader. In fact, they were the one who made the mile-away shot. Yeah, but this E-Leader is already going to be set up in mid, so this is going to be a very interesting place to get out of. Jared, I did not know that you could parry through an entire triple ink strike.
I didn't know that either as well, but Shadow, when going down onto that tension. We're going to see two players come out here for the side of 4 and 5 quick. They're all going to be able to force control that zone back into their favor and probably force a point penalty. We're going to see Ustein taking the game and share on that video. Yes, not scared at all, able to win an engagement as he should. And we're going to force back to come in here, but ultimate goes down to an Inkma off to the already been a week. 2-2 but the Chargers are the only one left alive here, so control is still in their favor of 45 credits. They have to be wary of there. What a nice waybringer spot there by Q. Everyone further member down on the top left side. Storm here on this ball point is looking for anything he can do to help his team is there. It's going to help get a pick there onto that bucket as well, but ultimately it's called out by the E-leader, unfortunately, due to that matchup.
Yeah, the E-leader v ballpoint matchup will always be a nightmare. We all ballpoint mains gotta be aware of it. This vacuum though, I mean, ink vacuum isn't a very common special we see around, as it's just vastly outclassed by most, but look at that, already getting more value than just absorbing ink. That was a pretty good pick right there, I'll be honest. I really wish we saw a lot more vacuum players. So it's just unfortunate that it's not on a meta weapons currently.
Yeah, for sure. The members of Gimmick Propaganda are jumping into the zone, but it's too late. They do force a penalty here. With a minute and a half left to go into this game, they got to find something here fast. They're going 3 now. So now it's a 1v1 here between this Jet and whoever's jumping in right here onto Shadow Wind. It's not going to be able to get that pick, but it's going to be very weak. It's going to get kept out here by the E-leader. Giving it to collateral coming in from Q as well. And again, another short ball right there.
Q, are you going to knock out this minute?
It's not going to get the point. You not able to flash, but Q on that E-leader to get the collateral, and then a trick shot at another is going to pretty much put the close the game here. Max on that bucket, able to get those falling up shots there, as he always does, throw a bomb up there. Has Charlie at the ready as well. On the third of the line, here's going to come to the other side, but it's going to come back at the counter as well. This one of the line. Max moves to push up here, trying to find a pick. He is going to be able to get one transplant there. And the third of the line, here comes the winner ball onto the zone. You snipes, able to get another nice pick there, able to keep the game going. 3 dead. It's just an E-leader just let to go into this game. Wow, what a sequence.
Yes, they really have such a nice sequence that if they're able to keep this up, they can very much maintain this lockout. Oh, I don't even know what hit. That was either different throw. That was such a great shot by Q. Like, I was not even expecting that shot.
I didn't think you could hit anybody from that angle either, but you know what? Top players know what low-level players know. But Control still in the favor of 400 credit. They're able to hold this off for a little bit longer. They can win this game, but unfortunately, that vacuum is just sucking up any type of direct or chance that they have. Control still into their favor as well. They do find a pick here on a bucket, and they can find another pick here. Can't have to find a pick here on Jared. They don't find a pick here on Jared. They have to pick the zone, and they're in the zone with these tries as well. They're trying to keep the game going, but no. But they finally do get it back, but the vacuum's almost at the ready as well. They're going to try to push it there for the pick. Unfortunately, Storm gets caught up there. Control's still in their favor. Here comes the vacuum on out to that zone. But yes, time is pushing up. It's going to try to find a pick. Does get the pick as well. Green go down and they're going to try to hit overtime. Jared in the bad spot. It's going to try to force it here on that right side. Jared pushing it right now. He's going to try to put his brains out right here. Try to play out of his mind. Ustein has to do work here. Has to do work for his team right there. Storm goes down once again. Unfortunately, 2 people go down. Roll the splash. Here goes the to the zone.
Triple strikes are out, and
that is the game. 400 credits made a valiant effort there. Ustein going for that vacuum was a brilliant play. Able to just extend the game for a little bit longer, but when your ballpoint just literally has a matchup issue, it just keeps dying to the E-leader. There's not much you can ask for, but what a valiant effort there for 400 credits. But a better job there by Gimmick Propaganda.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate that that match had to end that way, especially that pick on the E-leader, from the E-leader. Like, there's definitely one shot where I was like, holy, I was not expecting that. But it's not necessarily a, and you're just like, no, that's, the comment that you made about that is just, it's sometimes they just hit shots that you're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
You went for that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, that's the nature of Charger, right? When you're playing against a Charger, that's why people hate it. Sometimes you just like, you think you're good, you think you're fine, but they still hit you, especially when they're really good, and that's just the nature of that weapon, and that's what happens. But to be honest, 400 credits played that match the best they could, especially with a comp disadvantage. They did what they could, and now they get a chance to make a counter pick here and possibly get this game win and force a game 5. But Gimmick Propaganda is on a match point, up 2-1 in this set, looking to close it out here based off whatever counter pick that they give.
Yeah, there's definitely got to be something that doesn't favor E-leaders much, just to save the matchup, or even Firefin or Zekofin, as you said. I cannot stand that weapon just because of the Z/F. Hey, why couldn't it have just been called Firefin again? You know?
I have no idea. You know, Nintendo makes weird decisions like they are doing right now with this update, but you know, we don't talk about that right now. But we are still awaiting the counter pick. But that was a very nice game. I think Youth Snipes did a lot of work there on that stamper, giving a lot of opportunity for 500 credits to pretty much push the zone. Storm, it's hard to ask a lot from Storm, especially with the E-leader on the other side on that map specifically. Storm did what he could, but just unfortunately kept finding himself dying in very unfortunate spots. But it did help his team enough to be able to keep the game going.
So it's definitely going to be a bit. I'm just. Oh, perfect. Looks like the pick is going to be Undertow Spillway, which this map definitely can favor ballpoints pretty well, but E-leader and anything else I'm a bit unsure of.
I think
I know that Chargers doesn't thrive very well on this map, but it can in theory, because narrow areas, you know where everyone's going, so you take the shot. You know.
Yeah. I believe that this is a very good counter pick. Kind of limits the threat of the charge. Kinda. Charge is still very good here, but kind of limits the threats. We'll see what Q decides to go with. But so now we bring this matchup back to a 50-50 square. Jared is going to be sticking onto them dualies. Max is still be playing bucket, and Machine has advantage here on that map. And the Stamper here also as well can do a lot of work here as well. But we will be diving into the set. This is match point for Gimmick Propaganda, and so going into it, winner will be going to winners finals, and loser will be dropping down to the loser side of the bracket. As we see the cost coming here, single coming out here for the side of 45 credits, but we'll see Q switch to that ballpoint as she should, being a flexible backline as what she talked about in the Char's video.
Oh yeah, being a flexible backline is always a novelty to be expected. I strive to have that level of flexibility as well. However, it looks like Gimmick Propaganda is already kind of getting pushed back just because I'd say 4,500 credits is just able to act a bit quicker on this map. Maybe it's just the niches are a bit tough to work with on this map. Oh, nice pick.
Yeah, for sure. Order credit getting things started very early here, but Jerry really turned it back. 2 quick to the wedge. It's going to keep that jump with a world first bomb. Nice shot there. You should try to find a way to get that pick. Weber is going to come out here on the top side of this zone. He's going to place it right then and there on top of that pillow as well. As one side is right there. But unfortunately, it's caught up by the booyah bomb. But the cap has not been made yet for the side of Gimmick Propaganda. They still have control of this zone. It's still not turning point. But Tony coming in, it's going to get caught up right there by Youth Snipe as well. But unfortunately, 2 people go down. But a turning point is applied. But 4,500 credits still have the main advantage here, especially with that pick from Jared.
Yeah, this looks like 4,500 credits is really just, they really picked a map that they knew that they could thrive on. So they must have practiced this very well, or it's just giving Gimmick Propaganda a pretty tough time. Inkjet being popped up, so here's a pretty good time to get in. Actually, I see a neuron activation moment because I see advantage.
Yeah,
not anymore.
They're coming in, but not anymore. We still see 4,500 credit at advantage state, especially with that pick on the map, being that bucket. That vacuum coming on that right side. Youth Snipe is hawking him down as he should, able to get that trade over there on that right side. We'll see a one-point matchup coming out here. As Q was trying to fight help with any stragglers. 2 people go down on the side right there. Jared applying a lot of chip damage with those duty clutches. He's very accurate as he always is. More part of the pressure. We're going to see a 430 point pick, a 45 point pick on the side. 4,500 credits, and we're going to see Gimmick Propaganda push up now in 5 picks. What a nice trade
nice. There. Yeah, a good combo with the Machine and Inkjet. Even if it was a trade, you still gotta respect the coordination of the combo and also the pairing of the shots. Yeah, I should learn to parry more. Just after watching that.
Oh, Shadow was able to pretty much live that situation, and now he's on the enemy side, and he puts a beacon down. So now the members of Gimmick Propaganda are going to be able to jump up there at will when they want to. Imagine the engagement in a 2v1 now. With the help of Kudo, is going to try to win that engagement as well. Shadow went in a nice position on that top left side. Here comes the zip as well. Ultimate gets picked up by Jared. So now they're down to one man. Here comes the jet as well. Now he finally gets down. His police swap as well as you called out. But 2 members are down with their 45 credit. They have to be able to neutralize the zone. Here comes the Booyah Bomb as well. He's getting shot on by Jared. Jared's going to roll over to the right side and probably take engagement. Does get caught out there, and they're going to neutralize the zone and possibly get the win here. But they're not shooting the zone at all. There it is. They get it back. But 2 people do go down. Odisada, 45 credit. Gets out of the line. That's when they're live there on the right side. And you're going to be able to pinch that zone. And the game goes to Gimmick Propaganda as they win winners semifinals and make their way into winners finals, Dally.
Oh yeah, I was amazed at that whole sequence that Gimmick Propaganda had going. They were able to lock out. They got the necessary picks, and they were within a delayed wipe. They were just able to win that match. I was actually rather surprised that 4,500 credits just wasn't able to get a cap sooner, or at least a zone neutral to help maintain a fight. Wow, that was so intense. I'm literally shaking. I'm not even playing, and I'm shaking just from the hype.
That was a very close set indeed, and they were just able to close it out and win there. But with that being said, this is the end of our commentating streak. Dally, where can the people find you?
Well, you can find me at most social medias at Dapple Productions. And how about you, Stormy?
If you want to check out my Twitter where I make stupid posts and other things, go to Stormy Spam. Check out my YouTube channel at Stormy Senpai. If you want to see me do dumb things on Twitch at Stormy Senpai too. It's been an art of commentating. We'll be passing over to 2 other lovely commentators. Do not go anywhere. You are watching Triton Cup on Dapple Productions.
Yes, we'll be passing the mic on to Spy and Chili Boy. And we will be seeing, well, we won't be seeing you, but they will be seeing you for the next one.
Splatoon Stronghold, a stronghold for competitive Splatoon, providing resources to long-timers and newcomers alike. If you're new to the competitive scene or still figuring out how to join, we have a getting started guide and plenty of other resources to help you in your journey. If you are a seasoned veteran, we still have plenty to offer. You can find and join tournaments as well as participate in our Captain Forum and find free agents and teams. Our mission is to make competitive Splatoon easily accessible to everyone. So what are you waiting for? Join the Splatoon Stronghold today!